Okay, so another video about volleyball rules 2021 and 2024, FIVB rules and regulations. Last time we talked about how to win, how to score a point, and what are faults. So, pag sinabi nating point, uh, there is certain situation you can have a point like you ground the ball at the opponent's court, or faults that can be accumulated or got by the opposing team, like an out or touching the net. Lastly is the penalty. So, for example, there's a delay warning, yellow card, and then they do it again. There's a delay penalty. So, there's a point also. Okay, so yun. How to win a set? You have to win to 25 points as long as you win in 3 sets. But if you will be winning in fourth set, it will be 15. And if the score is 24 all, you have to win by 2 points. Or in the fifth set, you are all 14 because the score is just raised to 15. So you have to win by 2 points again. If you are scored 14 all, you have to win by 2 points or 16, or so on and so forth. Then the next topic is all about structure of play. So the structure of play is number 7 of our rules and regulation, FIBB rules 2021-2024. So 7.1, the toss. Before the match, the first referee carries out the toss decide upon the first service in the side of the court in the first set. So the first referee will bring a coin or a toss coin. When the deciding set is to be played, a new toss will be carried out. So before the match, toss coin. If a deciding set is, for example, a fifth set or a third set in the match, there will be a deciding set. So new toss coin will be carried out. 7.1.1. The toss is taken in the presence of the two captains. So before we go to the toss coin, we will be calling out the team captains, who will be also the, for example, para silang witness on the toss coin also. The winner, 7.1.2, winner of the toss chooses either 7.1.2.1, the right to serve or receive the service, or 7.1.2.2, the side of the court, the losers take the remaining choice. So after the toss coin, if the winner chooses the receiving or serving rights, then the loser has to choose the remaining, which is the court, whatever court you want, A or B, something like that. After the toss coin, we'll have the official warm-up. 7.2. So 7.2.1, prior to the match, the teams have previously had a playing court exclusively after disposal. They are entitled for 6-minute official warm-up period together at the net. If not, they may have 10 minutes. For FIBB official competitions, teams will be entitled for a 10-minute warm-up period together at the net. 7.2.2, the captains, wait lang. If the captains request separate consecutive official warm-ups at the net, the teams are allowed 3 minutes or 5 minutes each. If the case of consecutive official warm-ups, the team has the first service takes the first turn at the net. So pagka magkasama, 10 minutes sa official World Volleyball Competition. Pagka hindi magkasama, pwede nyo itong pwede pala itong i-request ng team captains. If the team captain requests, official warm-up will be 3 minutes or 5 minutes depending on the team captains. In case their official warm-up na magkasama 10 minutes, okay, in the case of consecutive warm-ups, the team has first service, takes the first turn at the net. So FIBB World official competitions, all players wear must wear playing uniform from the complete protocol and warm-up. Team starting lineup 7.3. 7.3.1. There must always be 6 players per play. Okay? So the team starting lineup indicates the rotational order of the players on the court. This order must be maintained throughout the set. Okay? So, hindi pwedeng 5 lang po yung maglalaro. Pero, in the case of tournaments like smaller tournaments or barangay tournaments, they can actually let them play if they only have 5 players. But there is a consequence for the player that is missing. Tatalakay na lang natin sa ibang video yan. 7.3.2. Before the match of each set, the coach has to present the starting lineup of his or her team on the lineup sheet or via electronic device if used. Sa mga sa mga world competition. Kasi pa tablet, sinisend na lang nila yung the lineup through electronic means. The sheet is submitted duly filled is signed by the second referee or the scorer or electronically sent directly to the e-scorer. Kasi ito yung pag nanonood kayo ng mga FIBB, AVC, Challenger Cup, VNL, you will see a tablet na may ginagamit na tablet yung mga referee natin. And then the tablet is synchronized with the scorer. So, alam nila yung mga numbers, alam nila yung rotation. So, konting magkakamali sa rotation. Usually, alam nila kung may rotational fault kasi matatawag, makikita ka agad doon sa tablet. 7.3.3, the player who are not in the starting lineup of a set are the substitutes for the set, except for the liberos. Yeah, malinaw yan. Once the lineup sheet has been delivered to the second referee or scorer, no change in the lineup may be authorized without regular substitution. Discrepancy 7.3.5. Discrepancies between players' position on court and the lineup sheet dealt with as follows. Okay, let's go. Discrepancies. So, marami tayong naranasan ng mga discrepancies during our stint in the palaro. And marami talaga, napakadami. And ending up, magkakagalit-galit kayo dyan because of that. Because some of the coaches doesn't know really the rules in volleyball. And kung meron man, sana merong ground rules which is guiding the coaches. And also, ang problema kasi dito, minsan ibang coaches hindi umaattend ng rules, solidarity meeting. So, hindi nila alam yung, di ba, pinag-uusapan na sa pinag-aawayan ng rules. So, dapat alam din nila. At also, if there are existing rules, existing dun sa tournament, automatically, FIBB rules will be applied. Okay, discrepancy. Discrepancies discovered before the start of the set. Player's position must be rectified according to those on the lineup sheet. There will be no sanction. So, pag may discrepancy do sa start of the player's position, wala namang yan. Pwede nang baguhin. Di pa naman nagsisimula eh. When, before the start of a set, any player in court found not to be registered in the lineup sheet of that set, the player must be changed to conform with the lineup sheet. There will be no sanction. So, baka nagkamali lang o nagkamali na sulat. Ang problema doon yung pinag-send nung listahan, baka nagkamali. So, yung player na yun, tatanggalin. Wala namang sanction. 7.3.5.3. However, if the coach wishes to keep such a non-recorded player or players on the court, he or she has to request regular substitution by the use of corresponding signal, which will be recorded on the score sheet. If discrepancy between players' position and lineup sheet is discovered later, that the team at fault must revert to the correct positions. The opponent's points will remain valid in addition to receive a point on the service. All points scored by the team at fault from the exact moment the fault to be discovered to the discovery of the fault are cancelled. So, ulitin natin ito ha. If a discrepancy between players' position at lineup sheet is discovered, may positional fault, the team at fault must revert to the correct position. Ibabalik sa dati. So, nagkamali. Positional fault, ibabalik sa dati. So, probably the second referee, the first referee, and the scorer will be tasked with this one. And opponent's point remained valid. In addition, they receive a point at the next turn. Kasi pag positional fault, automatic, there's a score to your opponent. All score by team at fault from the exact moment of the fault up to discovery of the fault are cancelled. Ulitin ko, all the points scored by the team at fault from the exact moment of the fault up to discovery of the fault are cancelled. Yan. So, cancelled lahat po nung, for example, mali pa rin yung tuloy-tuloy na yung game. I don't know if I can interpret this correctly. So, at points scored by the team at fault, exact moment, yung exact moment na may fault na yun, up to the discovery, fault are cancelled. Yan. Yan. Okay? Medyo tulungan nyo ako dito pagka comment lang kayo. So, when a player is found to be on a court, he is not registered in the team roster, opponent's points will remain valid. In addition, they gain a point and service. The team at fault will lose points and set 0-25 if necessary. Okay? When the player is found to be on court but she is or he is not registered in the team roster, the opponent's points will remain valid. Yung points ng kalaban, valid pa rin. In addition, they gain a point and service. Turn the team at fault with lose points and or sets 0-25 if necessary, gain from the moment the non-registered player entered the court. They will have to submit a revised line-up sheet and send a new registered player into court in the position of the non-registered player. Yun. Medyo magulo nga lang talaga to. So, pagka hindi registered, kailangan palitan or kailangan nila i-register yung player na yun. Okay? Pero sabi dun sa isang section, the moment you send your lineup, it will not be changed. Ayan. So, positions, at the moment the ball is hit by the server, each team must be positioned within its own court in a rotational order, except the server. Dapat tama yun, except the server. Pwede yung server pumunta sa zone 6 or zone 5 or any part of the court. Basta, wag lang siyang tatalon doon sa attack line, ano, or wicked block attempt. Kasi backliner pa rin yan. The positions of 7.4.1, the position players are numbered as follows. 7.4.1.1. The three players along the net are the front row players and occupy the position 4, 3, and 2. Yan, yun yung front 4, 3 front center, 2 front right. 7.4.1.2. The other 3 back row players occupy positions 5, back left, 6 back center, 1 back right. Talagang in-emphasize ni FIBB yung positions at the court of each player according to the numbering din. 7.4.2, relative positions between players. Yan, meron silang relative position between players. Hindi pwede maghalo-halo or sabihin natin dalawang 2, dalawang 3. So, relative sabihin magkakasunod or hindi pwedeng maghalo-halo sila. Relative. Na 7.4.2.1, each back row player must be positioned further back from the center line than the corresponding front row player. Okay. Each back row player, must be positioned further back from the center line, okay, than the corresponding front row player. So, ang maliwanag dito, dapat nasa likod sila. Ayan. Further back from the center. Ayan. Okay. And the lines corresponding to the front row player. 7.4.2.2, the front row players and the back row players respectively must be positioned laterally. 7.4.1, laterally. Laterally, magkatapat sila from the front row to the back. So, ang magkatapat si 1 and 2, 6 and 3, 5 and 4. Yan, mga katapat-tapat yan. The positions of player are determined and controlled according to the positions of their feet contacting the ground. The last contact with the floor fixes the player's position as follows. 7.4.3.1. Each back row player must be level with at least part of the foot farther from the center line than the foot of the corresponding front row player. So, sa paa pinag-aababasihan no? The foot must be level with at least one part of the foot further from the center line than the foot of the corresponding front row player. So, paa yung pinagbabasihan, dapat at least pantay or lagpas yung front row player dun sa back row player. Each right, left, or left side player must be level with at least part of the foot closer to the right sideline and foot further from the right side or left side of the line as other players in a row. So, ganun din. So, pag right to left, kailangan yung paa nila hindi lalagpas. Meron pa rin may iwan na lagpas na paa nung right player sa left side player. Relative pa rin to. At the service hit, the players may move. A service hit to hindi pwedeng habang full position pa lang nakapwesto na agad. So, let's go. Positional faults. So, 7.5, babalik tayo sa dito, positions Ito ang pinagbabasihan natin dito, positions. Sa positional fault. 7.5. 7.5.1. The team commits positional fault if player is not in correct position the moment the ball hit the server. When the player is on the court through illegal substitution, the player restarts. This is counted as positional fault with the consequences of illegal substitution. Automatic, merong point kagad si opponent. 7.5.2. If the server commits a serving fault at the moment of the service hit, server's fault is counted before the positional fault. So, ito yung double fault, pero mas mauuna yung server's fault muna. So, maliwanag ito. So, bago ka pa kasi mas positional fault, server fault muna sa pag-service. 7.5.2. The service becomes faulty after service hit. The positional fault that will be counted. Magulo to. If the service becomes faulty after the service hit, it is the positional fault that will be counted. So, patulong ako dito. If the service, sabi kasi sa 7.5.2, pag nag-commit ng serving fault, at the moment, hindi counted yung positional fault ng kabilang grupo. So, dapat serving fault. If the server becomes faulty after the service hit, it is a positional fault that will be counted. 12.7. Check natin yan. If the service becomes faulty after service hit, it is positional fault that will be counted. Faulty. Kasi sabihin hindi maganda yung pagka-service hindi tumawid. Okay. So, pag nagkaroon ng fault, dun sa pag-service, positional fault, that will be counted. Okay? Positional fault leads to the following consequences. The team is sanctioned to put a point and service the opponent. Player's position must be rectified. Ito naman, rotation. 7.6.1. The rotational order is determined by the team's starting lineup and controlled by the service order and player's position throughout the set. So, yun din yung nakalagay sa R5, nakalagay sa score sheet. So, malalaman ng second referee because he's holding the R5 and then malalaman niya sa assistant scorer kung mayroon faulty or positional po sa service kasi nandun sa scorer's paper. 7.6.2. When the receiving team must gain the right to serve, its players rotate one position clockwise. So the player in two position rotates to position 1, and the serve player position 1 rotates to position 6. So clockwise. So, tandaan nyo muna yung information about rotation kasi doon na tayo sa rotational fault. Rotational fault is committed when a service is not made according to the rotational order. So, it leads to the following consequences in order. The scorer stops the play by the buzzer. So, automatically si scorer magbabuzz. The opponent gains a point and to the next service. So, ang rotational fault is committed when a service is not made according to the rotational order. So, rotational fault, it pertains to the service. If the rotational fault is determined only after completion of the rally, which started with the rotational fault, only a single point is awarded to the opponent regardless of the result of the rally played. 7.7.1.2, the rotational order of the faulty team must be rectified. So, itatama yung rotation ng mga players. 7.7.2. Additionally, the scorer should determine the exact moment when the fault was committed, and all points scored subsequently by the team must be cancelled. The opponent's points remains valid. Yan. So, tawag ito, cancel yung points ng kalaban and the opponent's point remain valid. Ganun pa rin yung score ng kalaban. If the moment cannot be determined, no points cancellation takes place at the point service, the opponent is the only sanction. Okay? Pag hindi na alam kung paano ibalik, yung opponent na lang nagkamali, yun na lang ang gagawin ng mali. Okay? So, yun. Chapter 4 na tayo sa susunod video. So, medyo mahaba na. 21 minutes na tayo.